and welcome back to the Indie Skies YouTube channel, where today the forecast is looking a little all over the place because we're talking about the seasons. I think there can be a pretty strong connection between the music we choose to listen to and the weather outside. The two things can feed off each other to enhance an overall experience. There's specific albums and songs that you might always turn to on a cold, rainy day to help you feel cozy, just like there's stuff you'll favour when driving around on a summer evening to keep the mood high. And those associations can be pretty personal, based on memories and of course subjective taste, but I still think there's certain markers that make some music more suitable or unsuitable for specific conditions. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to look at each season, talk about what might make good seasonal music, and then we'll look at 7 albums that I think suit each season. I'm also really interested in what your guys' favourite albums are for each season, so be sure to let me know down in the comments. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel to help it grow. I really appreciate that, and let's get into it. Okay, let's start with spring. Spring is all about renewal and growth, springing out from the depths of winter. The weather starts to get a little warmer, the leaves start to grow, the flowers start to bloom, and the lambs start to frolic. In terms of spring music, you want stuff that is optimistic, light and airy, the sort of thing you'd want in your headphones as you wander around a nice big garden, stuff that's going to thaw your bones and maybe your heart after winter. Anyway, in no particular order, here's 7 springtime albums. Okay, it's in the title. Let's start with The Colour of Spring by Talk Talk. Sitting somewhere between Talk Talk's synth-pop albums and their trailblazing post-rock albums, The Colour of Spring is a grand, sophisticated, and organic pop record. They ditched the synths, there's a broad instrumental palette, it's textured, melodic, and crisp. And the most spring-like song is Living in Another World. For Lovers is a jazz pop record from Japanese band Lamp. It has these really colourful instrumentals with 60s pop and bossa nova elements. It's lively and fun. The language barrier is no issue. You can just feel the intimate, romantic soul of these songs. It's a very light and welcoming album. The most spring-like song is track 5, which I believe translates to Tomorrow I Will.
No, I don't miss the feeling anymore.
Nurture by Porter Robinson is a vibrant and euphoric electropop and EDM album. It's really emotional, touching on some pretty depressing themes, but it's defined by the central idea of hope, that things can and will always get better. And you can really feel that in the soundscape. It really is so uplifting. There's moments of melancholy, but again, the album is defined by the moments of catharsis. It's moving, and it's a perfect accompaniment to the regeneration of spring. And the most spring-like song is Musician. Karis and Calypso in the Deep Time by Candy Claus is a lush and dense psychedelic dream pop album with an abundance of lo-fi, fuzzy and shoegaze textures. It all works together to create this beautiful soundscape that's visceral and hypnotic. It really envelops you. It feels like you're adventuring in the forest, and it's kind of easy to forget you're actually listening to music. The most spring-like song is New Forest. Another Green World is a special record by the legendary Brian Eno. Like it says in the title, Brian Eno really does create his own little world here. It's a charming, innocent album that stays pretty placid and mellow throughout, with moments of bite and experimentation. I guess you'd call it art rock, but 9 of the 14 tracks are instrumental, and the remaining 5 are pretty poppy. It's pastoral and reflective, and it's a great spring listen. And the most spring-like song is The Big Ship. From Gardens Where We Feel Secure by Virginia Astley is about as spring-like as an album can get. It's an ambient record, entirely instrumental with nature recordings sprinkled throughout. It's bucolic and timeless. The instrumentation leans warm, though not exclusively so. It's just so tranquil. As it washes over you, it really transports you to the English countryside on a sunny afternoon. The most spring-like song is A Summer Long Since Past. The Year of Hibernation by Youth Lagoon is a nostalgic dream pop album with some interesting details. The vocals clip and are hidden in the mix, accentuating the fragility of the lyrics and the performance, and this paired with the heavy reverb makes these songs feel distant. There are consistent themes of isolation, but the instrumentals give it this sense of optimism with their swells of emotion. It feels hopeful, like spring music should. And the most spring-like song is Afternoon. Next up, of course, we're moving into summer. The weather is hot, the sun is shining, the days are long. You're spending time outside, you might be on vacation, going on road trips, hanging out with friends, partying, pursuing romance. Summer music can be bright, feel good, psychedelic, breezy, danceable, nostalgic. It's stuff you want to play in your car, at the beach, at a gathering. Here's 7 summer albums. Person Pitch by Animal Collective's Panda Bear is, for me, the highlight in a pretty damn good solo catalogue. As you might expect, it's a very abstract and whimsical psychedelic pop record. It's textural and lush, it tends towards maximalism with lots of different layers of sounds washing over each other, loops, reverbs, delays, all backed by pretty strong songwriting. As a summer album, it's warm, playful, aquatic, and there are some longer songs which are great to just zone out to on a long, lazy summer afternoon. And the most summery song is Good Girl. Nocturne by Wild Nothing is one of the best examples of that specific beachy surfer dream pop that is kind of the default summer music. The whole list could have been made up from albums by bands in this lane such as Dive, Real Estate and Beach Fossils, but I thought I'd limit it to one, and I think Nocturne might be the best. The songwriting is good enough that it elevates it beyond a lot of its peers, but really it's all about the atmosphere. It's dreamy, it's jangly, it's feel good and relaxing. Perfect summer drive music, windows down, watching the ocean flash by outside. And the most summery song is Paradise. Dear Catastrophe Waitress by Belle Sebastian has a decidedly different tone from the band's first 3 classic albums. It's more upbeat, it's brighter, sweeter, catchier, and more direct. The melodies are so strong, the instrumentation is warm and interesting, and the hooks are great throughout. Music to dance to and sing along to on a summer's afternoon. And the most summery song is I'm a Cuckoo.
Drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away.
Modal Soul is a jazz rap and instrumental album by the late great Japanese producer Nujabes. This is considered by many to be his magnum opus, and it really is a magical experience of an album. It's so soothing and blissful, it's so good to put on in the background, it creates such a good vibe, but it's also really engaging if you focus on the creativity of the samples and the contributions of the features. It's super accessible, even if you're someone who doesn't normally gravitate towards this sort of thing. It's kind of impossible not to feel good while spinning this. And the most summery song is Feather. 3 Feet High and Rising by De La Soul is an absolutely classic, formative hip-hop album. It's fun and super goofy, but in an earnest and charming way, and the positivity is infectious. The production is percussive and colourful, just like the flowery aesthetic. The sampling is amazing, the rapping is smooth. It's just another listen that makes you happy. The album exudes sunshine, and it's the perfect soundtrack to a summer's day spent with friends. And the most summery song is I Know. Down on the Road by the Beach by Steve Hyatt might be the most viscerally summer album here. I guess you'd call this ambient pop, and the relaxing ethereal ambient elements blend so evocatively with the breezy pop elements. It's so blissful, it's not challenging the listener in any way, but it's another album that will transport you if you just let it wash over you. You'll feel the sand beneath your feet, you'll see the sun setting on the horizon. And the most summery song is By the Pool. Suntub by M.L. Butch is a radiant and off-kilter exploration of dream pop and alt-rock. It's so lush and spacey, sun-drenched and soaked in reverb, languid to the point it almost feels liminal. Again, it's great for setting the vibe, but there's lots to pick out on a more focused listen. The shimmering guitar work and the vocal harmonies are fascinating. And the most summery song is Pan Over the Hill. After summer, we roll into autumn, or fall as our friends from America call it, and this is probably my favourite season. The air starts to get a little crisp, you can wear your favourite jumpers again, it smells nice outside, the leaves turn orange, the Starbucks girlies can get their pumpkin spice lattes, everyone wins. It's a time to reflect on summer, I think. There might be regrets, maybe you're thinking about your summer romance. Autumnal music can be crisp, textured, cozy, acoustic, introspective, have a sense of warmth. It's the sort of thing you want in your headphones as you're sitting in the window of a cafe, people watching. Let's look at 7 autumnal albums.
You would seem so frail.
5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake is pure autumn. Even the title evokes imagery of the last few weeks of the season when the trees start to lose their leaves. The tone is reflective and contemplative, and the restrained strings, woodwind and rhythm arrangements are the warmest in his catalogue, and his voice has that beautiful clarity of a still autumn evening. The most autumnal song is Cello Song.
I'll get back to you someday.
Helplessness Blues by Fleet Foxes is another pure autumn album, right down to the tones on the album cover. This is one of the most ambitious and vast chamber folk albums ever, really. It's so rich and striking, with its lush and varied instrumentation, its pastoral and philosophical lyrics and imagery, and those beautiful vocal harmonies. The most autumnal song is Helplessness Blues. Unisex by Blue Boy is a twee-pop album from an underrated band. It has the trademark jangly instrumentation and vulnerable lyrics, but it feels unique and special thanks to the baroque and chamber, and even some classical elements that give it this air of delicate melancholy, that crispness that just feels autumnal. It's twee with a bite, and the most autumnal song is So Catch Him. American Football's self-titled debut is one of the most heralded emo releases of all time, and for good reason. The twinkly guitars are beautiful, the vocals are bittersweet, and it just creates such a vivid, melancholy yet comforting mood. It manages to capture a sense of youth, or maybe it's better to say of leaving youth behind. There's a sense of something ending, having to say goodbye and move on. And the most autumnal song is The Summer Ends.
You in your autumn sweater.
I Can Hear the Heart Beating as One by Yola Tengo is soft and dreamy indie rock with a touch of frost. It shifts moods and genres masterfully, balancing hushed moments of beauty with biting noise and weightier soundscapes. It remains sweet and cozy throughout, however, and it's such a fitting album for when the weather starts to get colder. And the most autumnal song is Autumn Sweater.
You know I go back there tomorrow.
Caught in Spark sees Joni Mitchell going off the beaten track a little bit, taking a more pop-centric approach with some jazz and soft rock featuring pretty heavily too. It's charming, it works really well, it feels homely, but it's not overly sweet. For lack of a better word, it feels a little bit more urban than some of Joni's earlier work. It's breezy, it's glossy, it's warm, but it also stays grounded and tackles some pretty serious topics. And the most autumnal song is Free Man in Paris.
I've got no plans and too much time.
I'm Wide Awake It's Morning by Bright Eyes is a chilly and crisp indie folk classic. Of course, it's vulnerable and introspective. It explores themes of transition and reckoning, moving on, which feels very autumnal, as do the warm acoustics. There's a sense of melancholy, hopefulness, which never falls too far either side, into hopelessness or blind optimism. And the most autumnal song is We Are Nowhere and It Is Now. Okay, last season, maybe the one with the clearest musical associations, it's winter. It's cold, it's dark, the days are short, the leaves have fallen off the trees, people are probably staying inside. You probably have a runny nose, but all the same, there's magic in the air. Winter music can be dark and cold, it can be depressing and minimal, but it can also be poignant and comforting. It's what you want to soundtrack a day when it's snowing outside and you're holed up in your room. I'm absolutely boiling right now, by the way, so I hope you appreciate the commitment. This is what the weather looks like for me right now. Here's 7 wintry albums.
I can see all the colors now.
A Okay, let's start with Midwinter Swimmers by the Innocence Mission, and again, it's in the title. This is a very tight collection of wintry, delicate indie folk tunes. The writing is detailed and precise, the vocals are haunting and intimate, and there's a real sense of serenity and comfort. The most wintry song is Your Saturday Picture. Public Strain by Woman is a tough album to sum up in such a short time. I guess you'd call it post-punk, but there's a real variety of sounds. It's pretty consistently noisy and dissonant though, and throughout it feels a little otherworldly, thanks in part to its commitment to unconventional song structures. As suggested by the snowstorm on the cover, it's a pretty cold feeling album, bleak, tense and chilling. The most wintry song is Venice Lockjaw. Untrue by Burial emerged from the early British dubstep scene. It's a very nocturnal album, and I guess at its core it's dance music, but you wouldn't be dancing to this anywhere where the sunlight could reach. It evokes a sense of restlessness and isolation purely through the production, the samples, the rhythm, the loops. The mood is cold and dark, gloomy, and the atmosphere is super thick. The most wintry song is Ghost Hardware. The Cold Vein by Cannibal Ox, and once again, I guess it's kind of in the title. Cannibal Ox is made up of MCs Vast Air and Vordal Mega, and the album was entirely produced by LP. And yeah, this is a cold album. It's super grimy and wonky, abstract hip hop. The writing is vivid, occasionally profound, occasionally nihilistic. The beats are ominous, atmospheric, somewhat futuristic, the perfect accompaniment for a cold walk around the city streets. And the most wintry song is Vain. Goodbye World by Miffle. This is an ambient tape music album, which means there's lots of sound collage and tape recordings throughout. So it's very textured, abstract. It's a real experience. It's distorted, staticky, obscured. To get the most out of it, you'll want your headphones on, and you'll want some snow or grey skies outside. It's relaxing, it's otherworldly, chilly, but most of all it's quite magical. And the most wintry song is Static Snow. Introducing by DJ Shadow might be my favourite winter late night drive album. It takes the listener on a dark, winding, nocturnal journey with these incredible instrumental hip hop tracks constructed with obscure and masterful sample chops that evoke a real somber, reflective atmosphere. The most wintry song is Building Steam with a Grain of Salt. And lastly, Stratosphere by Duster is a pretty gloomy piece of slacker and slowcore. It evokes a feeling of isolation, but offers comfort at the same time with its fuzzy lo-fi soundscape, and by accepting that isolation is necessary sometimes. There's lots of space here, the album's pacing is rarely urgent, it patiently builds atmosphere, and the releases of emotion feel potent. It's a perfect staring out the window on a rainy day album. And the most wintry song is Inside Out. Okay guys, there we go. I'm gonna go take all these warm clothes off. Thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments your favourite albums for each season. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that good stuff, and thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Cheers.